In the United States now, the nation's Senate has approved legislative fast-track status for the controversial Trans-Pacific Partnership trade deal. And for the latest, we're going to turn live now to our correspondent, Jorge Gestoso. He is in Washington with the details. Jorge, there was a previous vote on TPP. What was that vote about, and what has changed with this new vote?
Well, Cody, it was tying two things: the fast track with the retraining of workers that could be affected by the TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership. For this vote, the Senate separated both, and it's going to be a separate vote on the retraining of the U.S. workers on Wednesday. The Huffington Post says that it has been the most important victory for President Obama in his second term as a president. And what is very important to know is that the details of this Trans-Pacific Partnership has been dealt in absolutely secrecy among the 12 countries that participate in the trade deal, including in Latin America, Mexico, Peru, and Chile. And that is exactly what was extremely disappointed for the organizations, for the trade unions. For example, the AFL-CIO has had an incredible lobby to play in order to try to create awareness among the American public that these type of free trade agreements are not, repeat, not good news for blue-collar workers in the U.S. because they ended up losing jobs or losing the payment of the jobs. Definitely the rates that other workers in this group of countries that integrated TPP worked for less rates than the U.S. Workers, and therefore is seen as bad news for many U.S. workers.
Have we seen any response from organized labor organizations so far there in the United States, Jorge?
With precisely, Cody, the AFL-CIO, not that far from our studios here in Washington, that is the largest organization of trade unions. It's absolutely disappointed and believes that they're going to continue to fight against that. For the audience to have an idea, 30 years ago, 33% of the workers in the U.S. were affiliated to a trade union. Today is about 11%, 1/3 in 30 years, though means that they have been losing ground left and right. And among that 11%, most of the affiliates are members of the organizations regarding the government employees. So it's about 8% if we're talking private companies. So all the efforts of the big corporations has gone on the direction of making the American worker losing their benefits, losing medical insurance, losing vacations, and all the benefits that for years they have been waiting and fighting for. So the AFL-CIO, it's going to hear again, and it's going to lobby again to make sure that the American public has a clear awareness that that could be an extremely good news for large corporations that are going to increase their benefits, but very bad news for the U.S. and for the Latin American workers too.
All right, Jorge Gestoso reporting on the TPP fast track there, a victory for President Obama, but many labor organizations say it is not a victory for blue-collar workers. Jorge, thank you.